This one should be a really good competitive outing, really good competitive game between two fierce West Yorkshire rivals as we see the arrival of the new Halifax coach. Ahead of kick-off here. It is a Baltic, chilly but thankfully dry afternoon here at Cougar Park. We're 10 minutes away from kick-off. You listen to the dulcet tones of Nick, the game caller Gledon, and we are awaiting the arrival of what we hope will be our guest summariser this afternoon, the Brandon Pickersgill, who I do believe is en route to Cougar Park this afternoon. So it's a chance for Carl Eastman in what will only be their first and only pre-season outing ahead of their Challenge Cup game next week. And of course, we don't know the identity yet of who Halifax will play. It will either be Fatal Heath or Orrell who will be heading to the Shea next weekend. And because the third round draw was already conducted and took place on Tuesday evening, Halifax, along with Fatal Heath or Orrell, they know that whoever wins that game next will head home and they will host the Catalan Dragons. See on the vision, Keighley, they are just going through their final pre-match preparation under the watchful guise of their head coach, Jay this afternoon, Kyle Eastman and James Laws, they've seen enough, and Halifax will make their way to the good afternoon. Welcome if you are joining us on the live stream. No secret that the Championship and League One has struggled for a broadcast deal, so this is a little bit of a glimpse into the future of how rugby league clubs are going to give and generate content to supporters in this coming season. We'll go through the team ahead of the kick-off and the Keighley Cougars. Full-back is Oliver Winford, the Winford waterline of Brad Holroyd, Adam Ryder, Julian New and Bill Warren. It's a new full-back partnership for Keighley in 2025 by the Ferro. Jack Miller getting there. Ben Jean and Father Carnotson just before Christmas. Forward, Mark Ione, George Flanagan, Bobby Hartley on debut from the Bradford Bulls, Brian Hogg, the Ireland Internationals, Lachlan Lansky, and a look forward is Elliot Button. On the bench for Keighley, Ben Jean, Gordon Schofield, Leo Abiu, Conacena, Will McCarno, Max Lambert, and Ethan Riley, all of that later on. Well, the visitors here arrive. It's their first outing in pre-season after James Saltonstall's testimonial against the Warrington Wolves was victim to the okay, so Halifax arrives here a little bit late, a little bit stretched. It is Louis Shrewsbury and fullback. We've been borderline Benson, Charlie Brennan, Ben Brooks and James Saltonstall. It's a double half-back partnership for the Halifax Panthers in 2025. James Brooks, Holland, Jack Anderson. The forwards, Brandon Douglas, Tom Inman, Joe Hurst, Zach McCoon, Adam Tangata, and it looks forward it's Jacob Fairbank. And on the interchange bench, Kyle Eastman with the Panthers this afternoon. It is Adam O'Brien, Owen Reston, Will Calcott, and Connor Davis. We are moments away from the arrival of the two sides here at the park. This one should have a little bit of bite, a little bit of venom, always a feisty affair. The rugby league royalty, other players from the club, other
37, Jack Miller. Sorry, number 5. Yeah, it is. Small print though. Playing the pro number 10, Mark Ione. Playing the rookie number 9, George Flanagan. Playing the pro number 28, Bobby Hartley. These are all new names to me, so apologies. Playing second row number 26, Ryan Hawk. Also playing second row number 12, Blackburn Landscape. Playing loose forward for the Cougars number 24, Elliot Cousins. And interchanges number 18, Ben Dean. Number 16, Jordan Schofield. Number 23, Leo Eliu. I'll get that name right by next week, I promise. Number 32, Colin Rayner. Number 25, Will McCardle. Number 37, Ian Hoover. You were them about. And number 21, Max Lambo. Number 2 for Halifax, number 1, Louis Giffray. Number 5, Ben Tibbs. Number 3, no stranger, Cougar Park, Charlie Graham. Number 12, another one who's no stranger, Ben Crooks. Number 5, James Saltonstall. And number 6, Woodburn Hall. Number 7 is Jack Hanson. Number 8, Brandon Douglas. Number 14, Tom Inman. Number 10, Joe Hurd. Number 19, Zach McCoon. It's still over here. Number 12, Adam Tangata. Number 13, Jacob Fairbairn. Number 9, Adam O'Brien. Number 18, Owen Bristol. Number 17, Will Calcock. And number 15, Connor Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the field, the Keighley Cougars, Halifax Panthers. News this season, West Fields. Ladies and gents, make some noise. Cookie time, part 1. Let's go.
It's an historic charge for the 2024 season. So we're expecting on that. As we said, Halifax have put up with an early error here, 5 metres out from their own try line, and that is going to see Keighley presented with a great opportunity. Early doors here. they will have a scrum 10 metres out underneath the post. Well, if you are joining us this afternoon, welcome. It is Keighley Cougars against Halifax Panthers. We're live on the live stream here. As we said, it's going to be an interesting glimpse into the future with IMG admitting there's likely to be no League One Championship broadcast deal, so a number of clubs will be streaming their games in 2025 as we see Jack Miller and Isaac Farrow link early doors, with Miller playing the ball 5 metres out from the line, and we go underneath the post here with Mark Ione early doors near the queue. He gets to his feet, he'll play the ball. Flanagan finds Miller on that right hand edge. It's hungry defence there for the blue and white boots Halifax Panthers defence. So Keighley and James Lawes watching their side. Their defence tested early doors. The others will see Halifax move the game to 4 pairs of hands before the team tackle come in. 5 metres out from the try line. It's going to be they're on the last tackle here at Halifax. Ball has gone back to Oliver Whitford. Whitford's just going to run into 2 Halifax defenders, and Halifax not able to make that early opportunity and try scoring chance after that early Halifax error count. Well, we are joined by Brandon due to that, well, Brandon, you can tell us about the injury quickly. It's not a fracture. Apparently, Jake says you might be back for the York game.
Yeah, did it against Bradford. I think it's a few weeks ago now, before Christmas. Franklin Pele, of all people. Fell on my finger, dislocated it. Obviously got it x-rayed, thankfully it wasn't fractured, just a dislocation, so I put it back in, and now it's just, I'm letting it heal, and hopefully...
for the Halifax Panthers towards the corner, and that will be the opening score of this first half. It is James Salter's goal right there in the corner. Sorry to break you up there, Brandon, but we've just seen a very well worked try by the Halifax Panthers.
And a try there for the Halifax Panthers, number 2, James Salter's goal.
The Keighley Cougars are coming up with the first points.
Yeah, well worked move from Halifax there. I think that's their first setting good ball after a sloppy start, and you know, some good skill by the arse, and set the centre away. And again, some good skill to finish in the corner by Saltonstall. Our boys will be disappointed with that. We know we finished 20 metres out and they've managed to go the full distance, so not a great opening defensive set for us, but a good start for Halifax.
Well, certainly when you think about how the game just started with that early Halifax error, Keighley, a couple of loose passes out of the ruck, not being able to capitalise on that field possession and territory, and then, as you say, in just a blink of an eye, it was at the break originally from Charlie Graham that penetrated that Halifax Keighley defence, and Saltonstall, too much pace, too much experience. He backs himself and he's gone over in the corner. Lewis Jouffre then will attempt the conversion attempt from this main stand touchline. It's not a great afternoon to be a goal kicker with a bit of wind, but that one's looking good from Lewis Jouffre, and that one goes between.
And a successful conversion by number 1, Lewis Jouffre. 8-0, Halifax Panthers 6.
It is pre-season. It's all about getting match fitness, match freshness, building those new combinations.
Yeah, Halifax is fine, we've got it all. So I think you've seen a bit of understanding there. Our boys is Isaac Farrell sorted in at half, who's new, and new full-back players as well. So we'll be a bit disappointed with us after that defensive repair, and 50 out, but hopefully we can be up here and then get back into the side.
I spoke to Jake Webster before the game, and he said it's a good chance to show Keighley doing those fundamentals right, and challenges players to focus on those effort areas against a very good championship side in the Halifax Panthers, and so far so good for the Halifax Panthers under Kyle Eastman, as they are already up and over halfway on that restart, as we see another big strong carry down the middle, and there's going to be a penalty here for a late hit. Tom Inman has been taken out off the ball. Referee Andy Sweet just saying that it was late, it won't warrant anything furthermore than a penalty, but it is going to put Keighley under a little bit more pressure here, Brandon, and probably not the start Jake Webster would have wanted.
No, especially 4 tackle penalty. They can be killers when you're playing, so we need to do that up here. Good for the boys though. Let's see how we are under a bit of pressure now. Chance to make things right. I think Halifax is much sharper than us and come out a bit more hungrier, but you know, things can change, so let's see how this set goes. But Fax are looking really sharp with the ball and the combinations.
Tangata took tackle number 1, Fairbank tackle 2. Now the dummy half from Inman to Hanson to Woodburn Hall, out wide towards Saltonstall. Skips pass 1, pass 2, pass 3. Saltonstall gives the ball back to Inman, and Inman fronts up, and he'll take the tackle 10 out just underneath the Keighley post. Now the dummy half here from Lewis Shoe. Big strong carry here towards the line from Brandon Douglas. Messi played the ball, and I think he's played it too quickly there, Brandon Douglas, but credit there, Mark Ione, Brandon. He's got a good reaction time. I tell you what, if you're on Blackpool Promenade and you drop a £20 note, you want Mark Ione here, because he's scooping up.
Yeah, he was quite fast, the big man, and got down low there. Good reactions by him. Fax a bit sloppy there, playing the ball, and the hooker not quite ready, sorting the next play out, but Mark with great reactions and gets the ball back for us, and it's a tough set down. Oh, we've got a penalty there, so we've got a little bit, but chance for the boys to calm down and now get into some good ball and see what. Sorry, man.
No, that's all good.
Just see what we've been working on in training and see if we can bring that to fruition now.
Referee Andy Sweet saying there was 2 Halifax defenders involved in that tackle. So Keighley's first penalty. It will advance them up the field. As we said, the Challenge Cup draw was made on Tuesday. It is Keighley against York on Sunday, the 2nd of February. That's in a fortnight's time. Halifax will know they're at home in the shooting against Battle Heath or Orrell, who kick off at 2 o'clock. And obviously the winner of that game will go on to face the Caroline Dragons. The winner is Keighley against York. Well, they'll be playing Halifax. That will be. What can Keighley do here? They're conceding that early try to James Saltonstall. Out of the tackle was Fairbank. And Joe Hurd, who put a lot of fires to fire into that tackle. So it is a 0 tackle. We are going to see Halifax now move the ball down the middle of the field. And that's the winger Ben Tibbs getting to his feet and play the ball, as we now see Tangata brush off 1, brush off 2, 10 inside the Keighley half of the field. We've had 8 minutes gone on the clock here. The game still in those early stages, as we see Brandon Douglas, the former Sheffield Doncaster man. He's going to be brought down just outside the Keighley 30. Here's Hanson to Woodburn Hall. Lovely ball there to McCoon. McCoon playing in the back row this afternoon. He'll play the ball on tackle number 4. Inman to Fairbank. Fairbank out to Hanson. Miller wraps him up. Ball and on tackle there from Jack Miller on his first taste of action in 25 as they move the ball on the power play, and that's great defence there, Brandon, because there might have been a little bit of hesitancy expecting the kick, but there was real alertness and awareness to shift that sliding defence and stop Tangata from getting a second Halifax try. 6-0 it remains.
Yeah, good scramble by the boys there. Just said make it look like they were going to put a little kick in, but decided to use that power play. Good work by the boys to hold them out, and a tough place to come out here, but let's see where we can get to. I'm liking Woodburn Hall. He's moved to 6 this year actually, instead of full back, and he's getting his hands on the ball already in his first 10 minutes, and I think when he gets his hands on the ball more threatening, so good work here by Brad.
There's a chance here now, or a half chance, as Graham and Hanson shift across to bring down Holroyd. Here's Farrell to Flanagan. Back into the centre of the field here. Big collision there, not for the faint-hearted, as former West Bowling community player Elliot Cousins. Eventually, gets it to the sin bin inside 10 minutes, but they are on the last tackle here, Keighley. And they'll look to move the ball here with Farrell, who puts boots on for Gilles Frey, who will now pick the ball back to Tig, who's lateral, but good defence from Adam Ryder over on the far side to wrap up the Halifax wing.
Those are the settings. I'll be a bit disappointed if we keep managed to skip a few men over, but got a good defensive start, and let's see where we can finish the set.
Certainly when they're coming down the middle here, the tackles, you can hear it. Slaps, bangs, Brandon Douglas up to halfway, good. Leaders made there. He looks at a totally brand new man in 25 as Brandon Douglas. He's certainly been working out. A lot of players have. I was impressed yesterday in the Huddersfield-Bradford game as we see Hansen on the last tackle decides to target Walkley. And now they're back in possession here, the Keighley Cougars, but they're moving the ball from deep. 10 gone on the clock. If you are joining us a little bit late, it was a try after 3 minutes from James Saltonstall after Halifax had made an error right at the start of this game, so that will please head coach Keighley and Jimmy Laws, or James Laws, he'll always be Jimmy Laws to me, as we see Bill Walkley now. 20 tries for Keighley last year, their leading try scorer, 10 shy of halfway. Flanagan looking for forwards, finds money, Mark Ione, and the former London League Gold Coast man's wrapped up on what will be now the last tackle for the Keighley Cougars as the ball goes back to new side Farrell, and once again red and green Keighley shirts, and the game's now, Brandon, it's finding a little bit of rhythm after those early
It's in the balance now. It's a good quality game, Mick. There's not many errors in the past few sets. Both teams looking to shift it. I think Halifax have just got the upper hand in the ruck at the minute, but it's not a bad game at all.
Halifax up another halfway here. Good strong run over on that left edge. They're going to come back down the middle here. Keighley, Bobby Hartley, formerly of the Bradford Bulls, on his Keighley debut, wearing 28 there, bringing down James Saltonstall. Another quick play, the ball as they go down the middle of the field here. Flanagan comes in with Ione, Inman's in at dummy half. They're going to move it towards the left-hand side of the post here with Hansen to Woodburn Hall to Jouffre. Jouffre keeps the ball going, and that was Ben Crooks who tipped it back onto Tibbs, and that's the last tackle here. Keighley prepared for the kick. Oh, they're going to run it with Jouffre. Ball's gone to ground, and that was a very, very flat end of set play by Halifax after doing a lot of hard work, making a lot of meters. 6-0 it remains.
Yeah, I think they'll be disappointed with that in there. I think they probably saw somewhere and then it disappeared, and before he knew it, it was tackled. So, not the greatest end for Halifax there, but a great result for us coming out now. We've teed up well. And I think we have to give raps to RD there, forcing Louis to go down that blind side when they want else on.
Certainly a lot of energy, enthusiasm on display, which will please Jake Webster. Worth mentioning a few players who are missing this one from suspension. Brad England, a well-documented cage, as the ball's been dropped here by Keighley, which will put them under a little bit of pressure here. That was the Highland international Ryan Hogg, who couldn't quite take it in. And here goes Jouffre. Halifax Panthers fullback, part of that new look spine for 2025. He didn't need the outside support of Crooks.
Try there for the Halifax Panthers, number 1, Louis Jouffre.
Yeah, been stopping by us. A great carry by Mark Ione, good offload to spread it, and we've just an unforced error there, and Fax have reacted quicker than us, and Louis Jouffre spots his face, uses his feet, and it's a great finish by Jouffre, but disappointed for us. We need to be reacting quicker there once the ball goes down and getting second D.
Well, not the start the Keighley Cougars would have wanted here. This new look Halifax Panthers side certainly looking to put a turbulent off-season behind them. Mentioned that new look spine, Louis Jouffre now at fullback, Woodburn Hall and Jack Hansen in the halves. Big bold call by Keighley and Brandon, but it looks on first showing to be paying dividends.
Yeah, I think last year the experiment did a bit with Louis going to full back and Woodburn all in the did a lot in the halves, and he's just naturally skillful, so he can play anywhere. But so far it's paying dividends, and it looks really sharp, especially that right hand side attack with Jouffre out the back. It's free forward and the causing all sorts of problems.
Louis Jouffre on point once again, and it's 12
Correct his own try, number 1, Louis Jouffre. It's a Cougar 0, Halifax Panthers 12.
Halifax had a 2024 to forget with that bottom half finishing the table, but they are hopeful under Kyle Eastman that things will improve on the field as we see he can get the restart under the by Harrison, so one of those new signings for the Keighley Leeds Rhinos match. Joe Hurd, him carrying the ball just shy of the 20-metre line. Halifax making reels up the middle here. Gaioni having to scramble back as England keeps the ball going now. It's going to be a bit stronger. It's carried by Jacob Fairbanks. Fairbanks 5 inside the Keighley half of the field, centre field as they shift it over on that left-hand edge with Jufre once again, and that was a great last-catch defence over on the far side there by Billy Walkley. They come back in centre field here with Tangata, the Cook Island International, third spell at the Halifax Panthers, and they're looking for points after points here. Halifax on that last tackle. Ball grounded. Referee Andy Sweet has a look, and that try will be awarded. Ben Crooks, the new look captain for Halifax in 2025, and they have gone back-to-back, Brandon, and there's more daylight between the Panthers.
And a try there for the Panthers, number 4, Ben Crooks.
Especially, we need to slow that down. Hopefully now we can regroup. We need to kick on and get back to that set-for-set stuff, because Halifax get a bit of space, look really sharp and dangerous, and it's a great player. We'll burn all, and the double play with Crooksy going straight through, but disappointing for us, especially on this goal line. We need to be getting 10 and trying to stop that.
Well, Halifax here, they really set their stall out with a big opening first quarter lead. That is not what Jake Webster and the Keighley Cougars would have wanted immediately after that second Halifax try to Louis Jufre. They have gone back-to-back, and already Jake Webster is going to ring the changes as he is going to bring on Jordan Schofield, and also the big future for mine is young Leo Aliu, signed from the Leeds Rhinos. He had a real debut to remember at Oxford, Brandon. Really put himself out there.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's coming, wanting to learn, which is great. He's been very enthusiastic. I'm excited to see him here. I didn't watch him much because hospital, but yeah, good raps on Leo and Jordan Schofield as well, 2 young girls, and hopefully they can give us a good forward and winning that ruck.
It is a first miss of the afternoon for Louis Jufre.
It's the Cougars 0, Halifax 16.
Hopefully you're enjoying the live stream with myself, Mick the Game Caller Glenn, joined by Keighley Cougars fullback Brandon Pickersgill, who rather be out there on the field in that defensive line trying to stop these Halifax attacks. But as I said, there's going to be a number of clubs in 2025 that are going to stream games. As we see Halifax come up with number 4 of the afternoon, and it's the second time from the restart, and there's a real chance opportunity now, Brandon, because for the last 10 minutes at least, Keighley, no field position, but have no real chance to attack.
Yeah, great chance here. 10 metres out school, this is what you practice all week in training, so hopefully we can put something together here.
Miller moves it from the centre to the right edge. 5 out on tackle at number 1. We've had a Douglas going straight out of that defensive line as he's keeping this side. Here goes Schofield to the tackle 3. And already Keighley slowly running out of tackles, but the 5 beaters out. George Flanagan tries to pitch it himself. Fields the ball out of the tackle, goes backwards.
Get out, Charlie!
1 left. What can Keighley do here? Another good test of this Halifax defence is Farrell gives the ball there to Morrison. On flat up, that's another 15 left. It's going to be Farrell or Miller who put the boots of all. It is Farrell. Looking for Schofield. Schofield's got the ball down. Referee Andy Sweet says yes. He points the finger, and it's Isaac Farrell who put the boots of all into the goal area. Or does he say goal line drop out? No! He's kidding me there, Brandon. He was pointing.
Looks like he was going for a try.
There's somehow great defence there from Halifax to grab the ball into the goal area.
Great kick by Isaac Farrell to finish.
It just rolled off
Yeah,
the
it was very tough one to land on. Good save, Adam Ryder.
So the Halifax interchange players who are down below our average position, and we're enjoying that little mistake there.
Come on, Dougie!
He's a good man as well. Here we go with Bakayori now. It's a foul. Foul inside the 10. Good defence from Halifax. Two defenders missing it. From the line as it goes now towards to Miller. Early beginning tackle from Miller. Referee's going to say, I think, accidental offside. It is a penalty. The ball just accidentally touched the player who was in front of it. And it will be a penalty, and a related penalty to Halifax. They have had to deal with a little bit of pressure. I think Jake Webb's still a bit happy with what he's seen in attack there, Brandon.
Yeah, it looks a bit clunky from the outset. A great finish by Isaac Farrell and a good chance to build pressure there again. I think, I'm not sure the kick was the best option. Got a ricochet and Halifax have got out of trouble there, I think. Yeah, a bit clunky, but hopefully we can start troubling them a bit more.
Well, if you are just joining us on the live stream this afternoon, we've just gone past the first quarter and a very positive opening for Halifax Panthers and Keighley Cougars, Saltonstall, Jouffre, Crooks, the try scorers, and they might be looking for some more points here as they're 10 metres out. They're going to attack on the short side, and Saltonstall will go in at the corner, and that was a lovely cut-out pass from Louis Jouffre to James Saltonstall, and Saltonstall try number 2, a 4th for the Panthers, and it's now 20 points to 0.
Again, this right hand side of Halifax is really dangerous, and we haven't got an answer for it so far.
And a try there for Halifax, James Saltonstall.
Lovely cut-out ball there from Louis Jouffre, second assist of the afternoon. He's also scored a try himself. He will be a vital part of any success that Halifax have on the field in 2025. Well, certainly when you speak to players of both sides, there's always that sense of excitement as they look to put that weather disruption, the adverse weather, the frost, the snow behind them and get out on the field. But this is looking very, very promising thus far from the Halifax Panthers. 20 points to 0 up, almost scoring at a point a minute. There's Louis Jouffre, meticulous in his concentration, as all kickers do. They draw that imaginary line. Can he pilot this one between the posts? That one looks like it will go between for an extra 2 points.
A successful conversion, number 1, Louis Jouffre. It's the Cougars 0, Halifax 22.
Saltonstall, second try of the afternoon. Louis Jouffre goes to 3 from 4, 22-0, Brandon. What's the message going to be on the field, do you think, from Jake Webster and the coaching staff?
I think we just need to tighten up in defence. We're finishing in good spots or handing the ball over, and they're getting out much too easy, and the fast play the ball and the catching is napping, so we really need to tighten
Well, a special mention to James Gosling, who is watching the live stream with myself and you, Brandon. So we've got quite a few people joining us this afternoon.
I've just had a message from Ross Oakes saying he's tuning in as well, so shout out to Ross Oakes.
Yeah, Ross Oakes, currently at the Midlands under Mark Dunning and the Midland Hurricanes. Well, they're one of my tips for the League One season, and they went to Batley yesterday and came away with a very impressive 30 points to win against Mark Moxon's Batley Bulldogs. Halifax have come up with an error here, not playing the ball correctly, and it's safe to say, Brandon, just kind of putting a little bit of a spotlight on rugby league and friendships. Do you still speak to Liam Kirk much?
Still speak to Liam Kirk, yeah. His missus had a baby a few months ago, so Kirk is embracing that life now, but still speak to Liam Kirk, so we had a good group a few years ago and we all stay in touch. So that's disappointing by us, first time but yeah, as you were saying, that core group we had many years ago, we worked together for a lot of years and come through amateur ranks together, so we still speak and we still stay in touch, which is a good thing.
Well, Keighley couldn't quite capitalise on that error. Leo Alliotte dropping the ball, and Andy Sweet's going to the back pocket here. Isaac Farrell sent to the sin bin here for something that he has said to referee Andy Sweet, so that is going to be very disappointing for Jake Webster. When you are up against it, the last thing you want to do is give a bit of back chat to the match official and see yourself spending 10 minutes in the sin bin.
Yeah, not great. I'm not sure what went on, whether it were a late hit or whether it was due to back chat. Either way, it's not great, and we've got a task now to be up and defend the set.
Halifax are going to score a fifth try here on the back of Isaac Farrell being sent to the sin bin. It's going from bad to worse for the Keighley Cougars on their home territory, their home turf, Cougar Park. And that was just a simple tap the ball and go over, and it's
And a try there for Panthers number 3, Charlie Graham.
Charlie Graham going in. It looks so easy here, Brandon.
Yeah, as I've said, the man down here, chuck tennis yet, but as it's just a one-up carry, and we should be getting numbers and dealing with that. We've done loads of work in pre-season with that sort of thing, so that's not the best, and I'm sure we won't be happy with that.
Well, there was a lot of sort of social media and WhatsApp chatter going into this game saying Halifax are arriving at Cougar Park against the bare bones with a small squad, and those 3 players suspended, Owen McCarron, Brad Graham, Ronan Dixon, and certainly the pressures of the new rugby league season, they're not certainly taking the toll on Halifax this afternoon, and I'm not quite sure what Jake Webster can do here, as Lewis Frey once again will send the ball straight between the ball and the back.
Another conversion for number 1, Louis Frey. It's a Cougar 0. The Panthers.
Optimism and hope for the new season, because it has been
Panthers 28. Phil, you brought the scoreboard.
0 5 tries. So Grace to Sultan score. Graham, Crooks, Hugh Frey. As we see Jack Miller get proceedings back on the way here. Like I said, we are joining us on the live stream. Good afternoon, hopefully you're enjoying it. It was an early 1 o'clock kickoff here. As we see one of the League One favourites, Keighley, told us all, well done, Jack! Straight off. It's the years in which Halifax making meters and being able to spread the ball here. Referee Andy Sweet was given 6 a game there for Charlie Graham being held in the tackle. So 5 meters shy of halfway. They do have that numerical disadvantage to Keighley, as we see Fairback now. Tanyanta, he's rolled over, good defence. Barry Ryder, 10 inside the Keighley half, as we see Woodburn Hall move the ball on the line towards Crooks. Crooks has dropped it there, looking to potentially invite Ben Tibbs in. So Carl Eastman, though, Brandon, even though they have come up with 5 errors now, we'll be absolutely delighted with their strike rate, the opportunities they've had in the Keighley 20, and the fact I think it's 5 tries from 7 visits.
They're just playing obviously. I think 6, 7 and 1 have each got a free rein when they see it, they play it, and they're taking short sides, we're not numbering off right, or we're slow and stopping the tackle getting out, and they're finding that extra space and numbers, and yeah, they look sharp in attack, and they're getting the field quite easy. It's not great for us. We need to shorten up our feet in D and get a few extra men in and slow that run down, because they're causing us a lot of problems at the minute.
Really, 28 points to 0 here. Jake Webster bringing on some of try and freshen things up. It has been a tough first half so far for the League One side. Schofield's going to play the ball inside the Halifax half. Watford's in there at dummy half. Ione goes forward, tries to offload the ball, but that's suffocating defence there as we see the ball moved out wide on the last. O'Brien puts pressure on Miller. O'Brien's just come on the field, and that's a good takeover on the far side. Halifax will now turn defence into attack here at Cougar Park. It's had their lead. Keighley 5 tries to 0, 28-0 it is. Looks like we've got quite a few players joining us, and this is another message. So wherever you are, hopefully you're enjoying this one. Myself and Brandon calling the action here. Inman at dummy half to Hansen. Just the ease in which Halifax and heading those leaders forward that is causing people all sorts of problems here as we see Inman again. Once again to Tangata, to Crooks, the ball again. Free play, an advantage now to Keighley on that zero tackle, and once again you just see it, Brandon. Halifax very lively, very expansive.
Yeah, very expansive. They're just playing what they see. A few other balls going in there in the back row on the short side, if you see space, and it's working, to be fair for them. Good offload there by us. Here goes Whitford, the former Huddersfield Giants youngster. Inside the Halifax half. Good opportunity for us here to try and force some points or repeat set. Bobby Hartley back out on the field for Jake Webster's Keighley side. Leo Aliu just goes straight in there at dummy half. High by Jake Fairbank. So it is going to be a penalty to Keighley. Penalty count for those that like to know. It's Keighley 2, Halifax 5. And now a good set as we get towards half time. Good chance for Keighley to have another set of 6 on this Halifax line. With Keighley's come on the touchline, he'll be watching intently his Halifax side, how they deal with this set close to the line. Another penalty. Fairbank's gone high again, twice in succession. I don't think it's going to be anything more than a stern telling up from the Castleton official Andy Sweet, that we've seen a little bit of politically creep into Halifax's players. He's having a word now with the new captain for Halifax, Ben Crooks, and Tom Kumpana. They are on the morning. Let's see what the Cougars can do here. There's not much to cheer about in this opening 40 minutes at Cougar Park, as Oliver Whitford will call for the ball. He's in his Cougar Park Haven, when they were in that 26-0 defeat to Bradford just before the festive period, as Whitford will attack the ball. What can Keighley do here? Good drive forward on tackle from Schofield. Here goes Whitford, 5 away from the line. Fairbank once again is literally flying that defensive line. What can Keighley do here? Referee will say the advantage was played, so referee Andy Wheat deeming that Tangata carried Halifax over the advantage line, and now it's going to be Keighley with effectively another fresh set of 6 just outside the Halifax 20. We've got 7 minutes or so to go into half time here at Cougar Park. What can the Cougars do here? Whitford's in there, they're acting hard. So it's down the middle here with Aliu. Held there by Fairbank just outside the Halifax 10. Here goes Miller. Off the line. Last grasp defence there from Patrick Coon. The 2 leaders and first half here. It's coming a crucial point because we've got 6 minutes to go to half time.
This is world where I said infinity. You know the roof on fire. We gonna put it
We can try that number 2, Blood Alright.
drink drinks and take shots until we fall out. Take the roof on fire. Now baby, get my booty naked, take off all your clothes.
Sounds like what George Flanagan's done for years.
Trained by George Flanagan, show and go. Yeah, good strength right there. Put the ball down.
Jack Miller. Not really seen much of the Miller and Farrell partnership in this first half, but he has a chance to get 2 points that will narrow the deficit. And it's still a very healthy and comfortable Halifax lead as Miller.
Successful coverage of the Cougar number 7, Jack Miller. It's the Cougar 6. First points of the season. The Hay. The Panthers 28.
Walk this way.
Isaac Farrell still in the sin bin.
We'll be looking for a good set here, complete kick clone.
That's what all the coaches always say. After points, get to tackle 5 and the kick, and you tick that green box. So Keighley 6, Halifax 28. We've got just under 4 minutes to go here in this first half. I'll get your thoughts at half-time, Brandon, on what you've seen and where you think League One might go this season. But Halifax just muscling up in defence here. So it'll take something special from Keighley at this stage to try and unlock it. It's Tom Inman, Zach McCoon, Jacob Fairbank, 3 defenders involved in that tackle.
Vin Push.
Whitford goes straight out of dummy half, meets Brandon Douglas head on. Well, they're ready to the last tackle here of the Keighley Cougars. So it will be the boot of Miller on the last. Drills it along the Cougar Park carpet. Picked up calmly, confidently by Louis Choufray. And I think Jake Webster will be pleased that kick chase, and it's now all about putting that defensive pressure on this Halifax attack to try and blunt it, to try and stem it. So it's going to be around the dummy half.
Isaac Farrell back on now.
And we're back to the full complement as we now see Zach McCoon go down the middle of the Keighley defence. 2 tackles left on this, 2 minutes to half-time. Hanson to Woodburn Hall, the Jamaican international. Decides to take the tackle and is wrapped up. Last tackle coming up here for the Panthers. Hanson's calling for it, but they're going to go short side with Choufray. And that is good Keighley defence, but they've somehow managed to keep the ball going as Ben Crooks. It's gone to Tibbs. Tibbs a crossfield kick. And Keighley will recover possession. Isaac Farrell recover possession, and he will carry Keighley to the 10-metre line. So just under 2 minutes to go to half-time. It's looking like Keighley are not going to be in any danger of conceding any more points at this stage. What do you think Jake Webster's going to say at half-time, Brandon?
I think he'll be a bit disappointed with how we started the game. We've worked our way back into it this last 10 minutes. I think the first 25-30 minutes. He'll be disappointed with just his effort and the small things that we're not doing right. So I think he'll probably give him a bit of a rocket at half-time and come out second half and show a bit of spirit and a bit of effort.
As we say, we've seen Owen Restall come on the field for the Halifax Panthers. And that was a good kick chase effort there from Julian New and Oliver Whitford. You might not know much about Julian New, but he is a former Harrogate Rugby Union centre. As Tom Inman to Douglas. Brandon Douglas makes 10 metres forward through the heart and soul of this Keighley defence. Well, we said there might not be any more points, but there's still 30 seconds to go here at the end of this first half. It's Keighley 6, Halifax 28. I don't think Jake Webster and the Cougars want to see that blowout anymore, but here goes Tangata, 5 away from the line, and this will be Halifax's last opportunity at the end of a very positive first half as Inman tries to go over from dummy half on the last, on the power play, but the referee, Andy Sweet, will say Tom Inman is short of the line. and with 10 seconds to go here at the end of this first half, it will be a Keighley play the ball and one final play, and the half-time hooter will signal that it is Brandon, a very, very difficult first half from a Keighley perspective. You've already highlighted that strong, fast start by Halifax. They were going at a point a minute after 15 minutes after those tries from Saltonstall, Jouffre and Crooks. Middle quarter, you could probably argue it was...
It's half time, the Cougar 5, the Cougars 6, Halifax Panthers 28.
It was in effect 12 points to 6, but as you said, the real damage done by that fast, hungry start by Keighley Cougars Halifax side. Halifax come on the ball. Sharper, mirror of it, still leg it. Whether that's nice to watch from the league on the box, then certainly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the field for the second half for Halifax Panthers. Make some noise, the Keighley Cougars for the second half. It's Cougar time, part 2, let's go.
So it will be Keighley. They will have first use of the ball in this second half. And if there is a little bit of a slight perception here at Cougar Park, they are ever so slightly going up the incline slope. So Keighley's opponents next week, Fato Heath or Orrell. They're about to get proceedings overway in Merseyside, just as the second half starts here at Cougar Park. Halifax will know later on this afternoon who is travelling to the Share next Sunday afternoon for that Challenge Cup second round tie. We already know who will be coming to Cougar Park in 2 weeks' time, and that of course will be the York Knights.
Discipline,
Chance here now for Keighley right at the start of this second half. After that, Brandon Douglas also involved in that tackle. Adam O'Brien bringing down Leo Aliu. What can Keighley do here? They made it a clean start. They've got to halfway. They're on the last tackle. Farrell, boot to ball. Jouffre underneath, moves it laterally in centre field. Hartley in defence there with Aliu. Two of Keighley's new signings for 2025. And so far, so good. Right at the start of this second half, we've had just over 60 seconds gone on the clock as we see the Halifax Panthers 5 shy of halfway with their captain and leader, Ben Crooks. O'Brien now to Saltonstall. Trying to stop Saltonstall's forward momentum. O'Brien out of dummy half. Here's Brandon Douglas. He is looking like he will have one heck of a season in 25. Looking for Crooks, but that's a good take. And that is a good start here from Keighley, dealing with that first real out of that defensive line. There's no menace there, and the Keighley signature now is 37. He just gets up a little bit gingerly, a little bit groggy. As we see Keighley now being penned inside their own 20-metre line right at the start of this second half, as Keighley regularly committing 2s and 3s to dominate and take control of this game.
Good game, come on, Timmy, let's go!
What can Keighley do here? There's one remaining after this. Down the middle. Once again, Halifax alert to the danger will be.
Pressure! Good lad, Tommy!
He gets it away. Good take there by Tibbs. Tibbs to the next touchline. Ryder does well, wrapping Tibbs up. He'll get to his feet, he'll play the ball. Tibbs now to Woodburn Hall, who has a half chance, but Aliu comes in and goes straight for the legs. He was helped and abetted there by Lachlan Lansky. What can Halifax do here as Brandon is finally held in the ground? It was a last prospect put there by Connor Seaman, former Bradford man, but here come Halifax surging forward. Not just walking here, but Keighley do exceptionally well to scramble back. There's still one tackle left on 4. Well, Brian thought about going Woodburn himself, gives it to Woodburn, Hall to Hansen. Oh, look at that from Hansen. And the alert to danger, because there was someone breathing down the back of him, and it will be a goal line dropout forced.
Halifax looking sharp yet again. We're starting the second half strong. We're still looking a bit slow here. Did well to deal with that kick. It's an important set, this one. We don't want to concede straight after half time, so let's keep them out here and have a good defensive set.
It's just, like you say, Brandon, it's sharp, it's fast, it's incessant, it's relentless. A barrage of Panthers pressure. And look at Fairbank from halfway, 25 metres into the Keighley half of the field. O'Brien out of dummy half now towards Hansen, to Woodburn Hall. He steps back on the left, back on the right. The three red shirted Keighley defenders bring him down just inside the 20 here. Keighley 6, Halifax 28, it was at half time. And Halifax looking to trouble the scoreboard operator right at the start of the second half. The pilot international Hamilton Garner brought down there. He'll lift up this set. A repeat set as O'Brien goes to shoot free, takes the line on. He's literally a metre out from the line here. Little big cluster at dummy half. So firing it centre field to O'Brien, along the line to Hansen. Good linking qualities as Hansen fires. Well, it's been very deserving of a score here. And this is the last for the Panthers. Hansen now. Out wide. We're in at the corner right there. The ball's been adjusted to have gone backwards, and they will cross. It is a James Soldenstall hat-trick. Well, he wanted to face Warrington last week at the Shea. Unfortunately, that one was frozen off. He's making up for that lost time, and that just looked far too easy, Brandon.
Yeah, it's clinical by Halifax, and there's just not enough pressure and scramble by us on goal line.
Scoring his hat-trick of tries for the Panthers this afternoon, number 2, James Soldenstall.
We shouldn't be actually just wrapping the ball up there. We need to be getting 10 and numbering off, and Halifax are just making it look a bit easier at the minute. They've started the second half being down our end, and we haven't got out, and it's very much the first half so far.
Well, there was a lot of effort, a lot of scramble on the try line to stop the big units, Fairbank, Douglas, Ben Crooks. It was just on that power play, half hesitating, expecting a kick, and the ball just moved out wide. And as we said, his third try. And Halifax is first of the second half. So Keighley 6, Halifax 32, as Lewis Jouffre looks to tag on an extra 2 points here. And Halifax fans behind the box will tell you that one is good.
And a successful conversion by number 1, Louis Jouffre. It's Keighley 6, Halifax Panthers 34.
You certainly saw a bit of a positive start to that second half, but unfortunately, like you say, coming up against a very, very classy, clinical, cohesive. There's a lot of connectivity and cohesion in this Halifax side. Could be a bit of a tough one, this. But
yeah, they're looking sharp, but we're not really making them work for it as we should be. I think we're seeking a spark from somewhere. We need somewhere to get the boys up, whether that be a big hit or a try or something along those lines, but we need something. We look a bit flat at the minute. We need to flip that on its head and try to turn this game around.
Kind of guess with one eye to next week. You have next week against Salford here to try and potentially put what hasn't worked this afternoon right. And I will mention it. You know, great generosity by Keighley, who will fund Salford's coach travel, and they'll also have buckets around the ground next Sunday for that pre-season fixtures. I think I mentioned on Twitter, X, you know, good to see the Rugby League family alive and kicking as we see Brandon Douglas once again surging forward. This is after their first points in the second half, and it is on the last tackle as we see Hansen put one up to the sky. That one being dealt with, but no sooner have you catch the ball and and tried to deal with it. You're meaning Fairbank and Inman head up. Farrell out a dummy half. Let's see what Keighley can do on this set. They're 25 shy of halfway, middle of the field.
Contact, contact, contact!
We see one of those young players caught high. He's gone high a few times as Jacob Fairbank. Adam O'Brien just having a word with referee Andy Sweet, but whether or not the player was falling or not, it was young Conor Sainer on his Keighley debut. It did go above the face, and it's an opportunity to advance Keighley into the Halifax half for the first real time and first real opportunity of this second half. Sunday afternoon, live stream with myself, Mick the Game Caller Gledall, joined by Keighley player Brandon Pickersgill. And we've had 10 minutes gone of this second half. What can the Cougars do here? Leo Ali, and it's caught on the shoulder, says referee Andy Sweet there. Fairbank certainly on a bit of a tightrope. He's coming to free head highs thus far as Miller takes a little bit of a tumble into Inman and Tangata. Keighley moving the ball out of dummy half here with Ben Dean. Good athleticism from Dean, bright future in the game. And the 10 out underneath the Halifax post. Can they get their first points of the second half as Farrell takes the line on, wrapped up there by Hurd and O'Brien, and they are literally 2 metres out on that last tackle, and Isaac Farrell has just put a bit of a fend in there on Joe Hurd. He didn't really need to do that, Brandon, and those are coach killers. You know, you're on your last tackle, 2 metres out from your opponent's line. A bit of frustration's crept into Isaac Farrell's play, and he's just let his discipline get the better of him.
Yeah, a really good position to put an attacking kick in there, or the power play like we've seen earlier in the game. So yeah, we'll be disappointed with that one. Didn't need to push him there. I didn't see what happened, to be honest. But yeah, disappointed. And the Facts now start 40 metres out from our goal line when we could have finished in the corner or got a repeat set or even a try. So yeah, disappointing on that aspect, and we've let him off again.
Tom Inman, 25 away from that Keighley line. Halifax looking for a 7th score of the afternoon as Woodburn Hall almost toys with Keighley defence, bringing the Jamaican international down, and is allowed to offload the ball to Hurd, and here goes Joe Hurd, 10 metres out down, Miller and Hartley scrambling back, and here come Halifax. It's a bit of a trick play there, as Hurd tries to get the ball down to the and they're literally right on top of that Keighley line. Can they penetrate it for a 7th time? It's O'Brien over the top. In at the corner, and it's Keighley 6, Halifax 38.
Good play by Jouffre, spotted the winger looking in a bit.
And they try there for Halifax number 5, Ben Tibbs.
Ball off the top, we looked a bit short on that side there. But good skill by Jouffre. Halifax have scored again.
Well, both coaches, Brandon, they will attest that the season is never won or lost in pre-season, but this is very, very clinical, very, very sharp. You know, it is pre-season, and it's almost like Halifax have decided, you know, they're going to come here, they're not going to ease off, they're going to go firmly in for the kill.
Yeah, and rightly so. We've got new combinations in spine, and all of them seem to be gelling quite well. Disappointing from a keeper aspect is it's not really made them work for much this afternoon, so I think we just need to get back in that grind and get back set for set, really. But yeah, Halifax have been looking really sharp, and on the flip side of that, our side, we're looking a bit laggy together, you know. It's not clicking as much for us, but
And a conversion there for the Panthers number 7, Jack Hansen. This is going to be 6. Panthers 40.
Sorry, so we're just working on them combinations, and they're not the best at the minute, but hopefully that can come.
Well, Jack Hansen's just taken over the goal kicking from Louis Jouffre, and anything Louis Jouffre can do, Jack Hansen can do just as well. A superb touchline conversion. So 2 early tries at the start of the second half, mirroring what happened in the first half. Salton Stall and Tibbs. adding an extra 12 points to Halifax's total. Currently, Keighley 6, Halifax 40 here at a Baltic cold Cougar Park in the depths of winter in the middle of January. What could Keighley do here? I think they just try and stop this Halifax attack as we see Hansen now once again moving the ball along the line. They're up to halfway at the Panthers. Miller does well there, bringing down Woodburn ball, but here goes Crooks. Looks for support, ball carrying arm wrapped up there, and Halifax on tackle 4, 30 away from the Keighley try line as we see Antangata meet 3 players head on, and this will be the last. Schufer is calling for it on that right-hand edge. Hansen goes right, goes aerial. Good take, Max Lamborn. Very good take there by Max Lamborn, the young Wakefield man, or former Wakefield man, as we see a chance now to move the ball down the middle of the field. Very, very difficult to actually try and generate that momentum when you're just looking at this defensive line, but the match official, Andy Sweet, I think he's going to penalise them for not being square, just a little bit too hasty.
Yeah, good work by Max on the take, and then Junior knew the next carry, getting a quick play of the ball. Perhaps trying to throw that down and we've won a penalty, so good work by them two on that side. We're starting now 50 out, so a good chance to throw some good ball shape here.
Yeah, there's a Farrell there on that kick, making some good beaters forward. Will McCardle, another youngster from Wakefield Trinity at Cougar Park in 25, plays the ball 10 out. Here goes Mark Ione. Out to see Owen Restle come on the field for Halifax. Close season siding from Dewsbury. What can Keighley do here? Here we go. Just outside the 20. Dean, dummy half to Miller. Miller to Schofield, 10 metres out. A couple of tackles remaining here for Jake Webster's Cougars. They move the ball over on that left-hand side with Ione. He's going to be brought down 5 away, 5 to the left-hand side of the post. Ione will play it. Dean out a dummy half. Not sure where Dean was looking to pass that ball, but he found a Halifax player, not a Keighley player. And second time, Brandon, in this second half. Keighley get themselves in good field position and then a very flat end of set.
We're his long worst enemy here. Last tackle there, bit of confusion on who were taking charge and taking the kick on the power play, that's the half score. And then next play after we go a penalty away, and instead, I've said it 3 times already, instead of starting 10 metres out, we're starting 40 metres out. And it's just, we're not making Flax work for it, so they're full of energy coming into good ball. And we're flat having to sprint that.
Show yourself, Nancy, show yourself!
Play the ball. O'Brien now to Restle. Just on that 2-metre line. Hansen takes the line on with confidence. Ione wraps him up. 2 left on this fresh set of 6 here for the Panthers. And that is tackle number 4. They're 5 away. That's how close they are. Tom Inman fancies a charge to the line, but Schofield wraps him up like a rag doll, and he's going to be pulled down in the field of play, but illegally, say the officials. And it will be back-to-back sets here for the Panthers on that Keighley line. It's a 7th penalty that has been conceded by Keighley this afternoon. No thought process of punting to touch or thinking it too. It'll be a Adam O'Brien tap to Hansen, which on the actor, the defenders have to bring the big former Cooker and international down 2 away from the line. O'Brien now to Inman. Bird has a tilt on that Keighley line. He is inches away from breaching for what will be an 8th try for the Panthers as Hansen will be back on the inside. Again, though, Keighley's goal line defence. Pressing by all the ball has been lost on the line according to the officials, and I don't think Zach McCoon there was appealing that he goes down, but Keighley, that's the ball's come out of the tackle. I was just just going to say, good goal line defence. Obviously, whether it was due to the defence or hitting the ground, either way, it's a bit of a morale, a bit of a confidence boost. But then no sooner.
Yeah, they were chucking.
You come up with the
they were chucking quite a bit of shape out there. We did well to D it up and we're off. Zach was skipping across the field, quite dangerous, and we read that and D'd it up. And again, we've had the chance to come out of exit, so to speak, and we've given Fax the ball again. So even though Fax are playing well, we are making them work for it. And they're just getting all the end at the minute.
There's a lot of Halifax players who are going to be in man of the match contention based on next performance. As we see Hansen has fired the ball back on the inside to Resto. It almost feels like we're just almost waiting in anticipation for that 8 tries to go. That's a much better defensive display there on that occasion from the Keighley Cougars. They forced the error from Charlie Graham, and Keighley will have a little bit of respite here if the officials deem it that way. We'll wait and see which way this decision goes.
Yeah, a better structure there, making it all one for man. Fax over on the play because we didn't really give them an alley to go down, which were better, making them work for it a bit more. But we've got a bit unlucky there with the call, and now we've got a real test again. 10 out scrum. This is a dream if you're an attacking team or you're an attacking player wanting to extract some points. But we've got a real test here, so hopefully we can withhold some pressure here and on the other side.
Well, so far so good. We're seeing that resilience in Keighley's defence. But there's going to be Resto to take. He has gone behind Owen Resto. Owen Resto was stood in leading Keighley's defensive line. That try will be disallowed. And again, a bit of showing there. There's certainly a bit of fight, and I think that's what the fans at Jacobs will take great delight in.
Yeah, we scrambled well there. Good play by Halifax. Managed to struggle on the scrum, but well scrambled there. And I think Anthony's just ran behind his own player there to get us a penalty. But yeah, body's moving and not giving up on that play, which is good to see.
He'll play the ball just shy of the halfway line. Lachlan Lansky in possession. A former Whitehaven man. 4 tries for Keighley last year. Oh, look at that for a hit! Oh my word! That was straight out that defensive line from Jacob Fairbanks. And Lachlan Lansky gets up. He'll do another carry in quick succession. So we've just about hit the hour mark here at Cougar Park with Farrell kicking, Keighley on the last. Tested out Tibbs, who takes that one. He'll skip past the Keighley trialist and he'll now lead us upfield before finally being brought down by Adam Ryder and Jack Miller. Inman in there at dummy half. Crooks going to catch one across the face. The officials say no. Either way, Keighley are 5 inside the Keighley half here, and they're hungry looking for more points. It's Keighley 6, Halifax 4. It's Sultan, Stoll and Tibbs, the 2 try scorers in the second half. In the first half, it was that quick, fast start, 16 points in as many minutes. Keighley never really recovered from the rest of us on the outside, and it's just getting a little bit sloppy and scrappy now as we head into the final quarter of this game.
Yeah, a lot of subs coming on now as usual with pre-season games. 17 minutes left. This is where we need to try to keep the standards higher and have a good finish. You know, it'd be easy to just kind of wait for the final or something, but hopefully we can have a decent finish here and give us something to build on going into next week and then the Challenge Cup the week after that.
And that's what it's all about, Brandon. You know, no secret that with last weekend and games being called off, at least prior to that visit of the York Knights here, you do have an opportunity next week against Salford. I mean, I dare say, whichever side Paul Rowley decides to send here, it's going to be another tough occasion, but at least you do have that opportunity to build and try and put some of those wrongs right this afternoon.
Yeah, especially in pre-season, it's just about getting minutes into boys. We've got a lot of new players, new combinations, and a lot of young players who are coming from academies and reserve setups who haven't played against men before. So getting them adapted to that and used to that is going to be key for us this pre-season. We've not looked too great today, but we are all about building it. It's about the bigger picture. So moving forward, we'll be better for this, and then hopefully next week, as you said, we can right a few wrongs and kick on.
16 minutes remaining here at Cougar Park. It's been a very positive first showing of the Keighley Halifax Panthers era. Keighley now looking to put a bit of pressure on that Halifax Panthers defence. Miller's in a dummy half. Dean's playing the ball just outside the 10 to the right of the field as Mark Ione finds Farrell in centre field. O'Brien goes down. I think he just went over a bit of a river. Fred Olroyd, the sole try scorer for Keighley in that first half. Appeals for a penalty, non forthcoming. Farrell kicks early on 4, looking for Miller, but once again, Keighley's defence and structure. Owen Restel on hand at the back to deal with that kick, and now they will turn defence into attack with 15 minutes to go here at Cougar Park. As we said, Keighley will host York here in a fortnight's time. Halifax will play the winner of Fatal Heath, which has just kicked off in Merseyside. And not what we want to see here. It's a one-on-one steal, so Keighley will have possession, but not what Kyle Eastman wants with a threadbare squad.
Looks like he went down awkward there.
A little bit of a concerning injury, Brandon picked up.
Yeah, Mark Ione, big boy. Looks like he landed on him trying to steal the ball, and I think his hand fell and gone backwards on his knee, so it didn't look too prey. Looked for a bit of discomfort, so hopefully it's nothing too serious, especially at this time of year.
Well, certainly when, as we mentioned, Halifax coming here with a bit of a threadbare squad. They have the dual reg agreement with St Helens, and some of the names you hear, John Benison perhaps, T. Ritson, a couple of back rowers. It's almost like a shopping list. We will see what happens and what transpires, but if you didn't know, the Rugby Football League did put a statement out on Friday, not like the RFL to do a U-turn, but they have agreed to reconsider details of the changes, specifically relating to the carryover of points and historic charges for the 2024 season. I said this yesterday on the radio of the Bradford-Huddersfield game at the John Smith Stadium, which Bradford won quite comfortably in the end by 28 points to 14. I just said this, Brandon, I'd love to get your thoughts while we have a little bit of a break in play, but I said it's a new system. How on earth can you carry points over? Surely everything should reset. It's a new system, and then that way there's no bias, because as we've seen with Brad England, if you're already high up in the teens, something that would have been a one-match ban suddenly becomes a 3 or a 4-match ban.
Yeah, I completely agree, Mick, and I think we're shooting ourselves in the foot. And the best players are going to be missing games again. You must say it every year. We should be getting them players on TV and people watching it and kids looking up and watching them. And instead we're going to be petty bans, like you say, for a one-match ban. He's getting 3 games instead, and it's. I don't agree with it. I think once the season's done, You have 3 months off, 4 months off, and then you go again next year. If your discipline's bad that year, you take the punishment that you should get. But carrying it over, it's. I don't know. I don't really see much logic in it personally as a player, and I know not just at our team, there'll be other players with skating on thin ice at the start of the year when they've not even played a game yet. So, yeah, it's a tough one, because especially with players as well who play the game on the edge, it's what fans like to see, and it's the best type of rugby. So when you're stopping people doing that, or going into the game a bit tentative.
Halifax have just stolen the ball. It's 1-on-1 to return the favour to the Keighley Cougars. It was Zach McComb who despaired a ray, and here goes Douglas. And they're on tackle 1, and once again a familiar position, familiar territory for the Halifax Panthers, as we see Hansen linking with Woodford. Saltonstall has scored! It's an awesome force for James Saltonstall, 44 points to 6. It is the James Saltonstall show here at Cougar Park. does go from bad to worse. Keighley a little bit rejected.
Try there for Halifax. Number 2, James Saltonstall.
What will Keighley learn from this game, Brandon?
Well, probably it's just probably a bit of a reality check. You know, Halifax are a top championship side, and as you've said, they've been saying they're coming there, and they've really taken it to us and handed it on the plate, shall we say. They've kicked us up the backside, so it's a bit of a reality check, and we know that work needs to be done, and we need to embrace that work now and see where we need to improve this week going forward, and just try build on the little bits that have gone well in this game.
I think one area of concern, quite noticeable if you do watch the highlights of the Halifax tries, is the sliding defence and that sort of lack of ability to shift against Keighley's attacking reactive speed is probably a little bit of a concern. I mean, there is the argument in League One you're not going to be playing against James Woodburn Hall, Lewis Shoufray and Jack Hansen every week as the conversion attempt is waved away, but certainly I'm sure Jake Webster might put a bit of focus on it.
It's the Keighley Cougars 6, Halifax Panthers 44.
Defence, conceding 44 points at home is not great, and we want to pride ourselves on as defensive this year, so we'll see where the system's breaking down and how it needs to be fixed. This is probably one of the toughest tests we're going to get this year in terms of attacking shape, but I still feel like we could defend it better, and I'm sure the boys will feel that as well. So we've got to learn from his mistakes today, and then as the reps come in training and playing, you know, hopefully them combinations and being trusting your inside and getting to know your players, albeit we've got a bit of a new team this year, we'll start gelling. It's just been a bit unfortunate today that facts have come really sharp and well prepared, as you can tell, and we've probably not met them as fast and quick as we should have done today, but it's all a learning curve, as we've said.
Well, in this second half, Halifax have added tries from Saltonstall, his third and fourth, and also Ben Tibbs. 44 points to 6 before that knock on there, and he kind of gave up the ghost there, did Brandon Douglas. Just looked at the referee and shook his head. He has been one of the stars for Halifax, laying that important attacking platform. Fair to say,
yeah, he's had a bit of a rough patch with injuries in the past few years. It's good to see him looking fully fit and raring to go. Looks in good shape. Brandon Douglas, I'm sure, will be looking for a big season this year.
so scrum to Keighley. Can they finish with a consolation score, or certainly something they can build on towards the visit of Salford here next Sunday afternoon? George Flanagan's back out there on the field for the closing stages of this one, and he will give the ball on the left edge there to Bobby Hartley, who's making his Keighley debut.
He's only trained twice this week, Bobby Hartley, so he's kind of been chucked in a bit at the deep end today, you know, playing it on after 2 sessions with the boys, but fair play to him, he's had a dig.
I know we mentioned some of the injuries to Halifax, but let's not forget Brandon Pickersgill, who stood to the right of the out-injured Josh Slider, Dan Parker. You also got the suspension to Brad England. Fair to say,
Aaron Brown as well. So.
Yeah, Aaron Brown, of course. Fair to say, Keighley doing it tough, and I dare say if Jake Webster picks up the phone to Sam Burgess ahead of the York game, Keighley's first competitive outing in a fortnight's time, the Keighley side might just look a little bit different. An error there from Jack Miller, sees Hansen float the ball out wide to Saltonstall. Oh, Saltonstall's just got grabbed there. He's given up the ghost, and hopefully nothing too serious there from Saltonstall, because he was hurried away, and I'm sure he had his eyes on reaching the line and potentially getting a 5th try there, and on comes the Halifax physio to play the ball. It doesn't look like it's anything serious, but you just felt for a minute then the Halifax supporters, and certainly the Halifax coaching bench below our commentary position here, the hearts in the mouths as O'Brien goes out and Bobby out, and O'Brien beats O'Brien for the Bradford Huddersfield man. He will make it try number 9.
Try there for the Panthers, number 9, Adam O'Brien.
Too alert, too quick.
Yeah, down the middle, it's the last place you want to concede a try. Disappointing by us, but sharp play by Adam O'Brien. Spots late defender off the 4, goes at him. Good speed and uses his footwork to be in the fullback as well. But poor showing by us in the middle there, you know. We need to be doing that sort of things up, especially in football.
And I think that's probably one of those top priorities, concerns for Webster, Brandon, is the fact, the ease in which Halifax have been able to boss, dominate and control the middle channel.
Yeah, they've really dominated that area today. We've not really made them work for much. We've not pinned them in the corner. We've not really belted them coming out of yardage. It's pretty much just when they found themselves coming out, they found that we play the ball in 20 metres and they're in good ball. So yeah, it's not ideal today, but we know how to fix it, and we'll do a lot of work on that to fix it going forward, especially in League One.
And a successful conversion for the Panthers, number 7, Jack Hansen. It's a Cougar 6. Halifax Panthers 50.
That's probably shown us how we should be doing that weak speed and fast ball balls, and we counteracted that in slowing them down and trying to get his numbers in the tackle and getting the defensive line sorted. So it's been a snowball effect for us today, but we know where we can solve it and what needs to be done going forward. So
Halifax have hit the half century here at the home of the Keighley Cougars. I don't think many people would have predicted that scoreline at the start, but it is pre-season. You know, what happens in pre-season counts for nothing in terms of achievements come the end, but Miller will be a little bit frustrated that his error has resulted in that possession that ultimately led to that 9th try and the first for Adam O'Brien this afternoon. Well, certainly if you are a Halifax Panthers supporter, you're going to be really infused by this, and you know, you speak to some of the Halifax players and they talk about the positive culture that Kyle Eastman has implemented and created and cemented at the Shea since his arrival. They're certainly playing with a smile on the face this afternoon as Red Crooks is wrapped up there by Adam Ryder. O'Brien tagged out. Keighley, they are on the last tackle, they're now looking for try number 10, and they're going to get tried. Very, very soft defence by the Keighley Cougars. It does go from bad to worse, probably from worse to abysmal if we're being honest. It is Keighley 6, Halifax 54, and I think we've just summed it up, Brandon. We mentioned a very soft middle. Halifax, they've got free rein here this afternoon.
Yeah, they're pushing.
Try there for Halifax, number 19, Zach McCoon.
Man out the back, and they're showing us what we should be doing really. They've taught us a lesson today. And as a player, I've been there when you're behind them sticks and you've got a big scoreline on you, there's nothing worse, and the only saving grace is that it's pre-season and we've got to come back from this and then work hard this week to come back next week, but Halifax have just picked us apart in the middle.
Jack Hansen, last season signing from the Sheffield Eagles, will attempt this conversion attempt. No secret, the Keighley Cougars had made an offer for Jack Hansen. In the end, he decided the Shea working in the Championship, Halifax was the one for him. Certainly, this new look spine of Jouffre, Woodburn, Hall and Hansen. There's another 2 points was added to Halifax's total.
Successful conversion by number 7, Jack Hansen. It's a Cougar 6, Halifax 56.
Points to 6 here at Cougar Park. And it is a very, very quiet, solemn Keighley Cougars side. I was just going to say, Brandon, I know obviously you've got to be careful what you say, but I am looking, I'm like, who are the leaders out there for Keighley? You know, who is out there trying to keep everyone's spirits up? It's almost like they've just bowed down to this Halifax Panthers procession.
Yeah, it's no secret we've got a young team this year, but there's lads out there like George Flanagan. Usually in a game you'd look to him and he'd bring you that buzz and bit of emotion and intensity. Sorry, just got a laugh break like I say. Yeah, George Flanagan, he's a real leader for us in the middle and he usually carries us, so I'm sure he'll be talking it up, but it's not just one or two players who are leaders, it's a collective effort today where we've not just quite been there.
Well, Halifax on the restart, they're now hunting potentially 4 points here and they're heading towards James Saltonstall's edge again. They are on the last tackle. Although they have come up with an error on what would have been the final play, and with 3 minutes left here, we might just lock in that score of Keighley 6, Halifax 56.
Well, next week we've also got Junior's house skipper who's pulled out this week, not available, vice captain Dan Parker. So there's 2 real leaders that we're missing today, and you know, just what you said before, we come out as leaders out there. They're 2 real leaders that usually take us forward, especially in tough games. So if we haven't got them 2 as well today, it's usually we bring the boys forward and lift us up in tough times.
I think it's fair to say, without looking to open the excuse book, this is a very below strength Keighley side, as we've said. You know, you've got 7 players injured and 1 suspended in Brad England. It will be a totally different side in a fortnight's time that takes to the field against the York Knights, especially with Jake Webster confident that he can get some players in from Warrington, certainly players who Sam Burgess doesn't feel will be cut-tied. Yeah. What a great game that's going to be here. Knockout Rugby League.
I imagine it'll be very busy here. The atmosphere will be electric, as you've experienced before when we've had games against Bradford. So yeah, it's a massive game for us, and yeah, we've got to look forward to that, and hopefully we get a few members back on the pitch. But in terms of games like today, especially for a young lad, it's a great opportunity to put his foot forward and say, I want to play and I want to start. I remember when I first started playing pre-season games, when you're not quite in that 17 or your squad number 23 maybe, it's a great opportunity for you to say, look, you don't need to sign anyone else. If someone gets injured, I can step in and I want to play. So for the young boys, especially these pre-season games, they're good opportunities and good chances to really put your name forward for a shirt for the year.
Halifax have just come up with error number 9 for them of the afternoon, and with just over 60 seconds left on the clock here at Cougar Park, it is looking like the Keighley Cougars will have one final opportunity to try and build something for next week, potentially even get some more points on the scoreboard as Brad Holroyd takes tackle number 1. What can Keighley do here? But once again, the line speed, the defensive line speed of Halifax is...
It's just a snowball effect, Mick. If you're kicking, if Halifax are finishing in good ball and they're not really having to work out, the middles are fresh, and then when it's their turn to do, as you've seen pretty much the whole game, they've had line speed, and we've just not made them tire enough and make them decisions when they're tired. They all look pretty fresh now, to be honest, and we're on 79 minutes, so yeah, it's been a snowball effect for us today. We haven't made them be tired.
Flanagan.
Go on, George.
George Flanagan. He will go past the marker defence, and he will bring delight to the Cougars with points on the board right at the end. Again, with the Hooters.
Scoring a cheeky try, number 9, George Flanagan.
And as a Bradford man, he'll enjoy that against Halifax.
Playing with him and against him.
After the successful conversion, now we've got our mistake in that quick. Final score at Cougar Park is the Cougars 12, Halifax 56.
it could be a kick up the backside that we need.
Well, full time here, Halifax. A real strong statement of intent to start their pre-season under Kyle Eastman. It has finished Keighley 12, Halifax 56. We'll do it all again next week. Thank you for joining me, Brandon.
Always a pleasure making like that.
Always good to visit the old favourites. Thank you for joining us on the stream. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Certainly the Halifax fans have enjoyed it this afternoon. Don't forget next week, Keighley against Salford. A big game here at Cougar Park with a lot of money hopefully raised to help Salford through their financial difficulties and plight.
But so the other pitch.
Who are we actually watching?
Yeah, there were loads watching. He texted me saying, dislocated it. I'll show you when I'm down there.
Good one.
Yeah.
90 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me the shout.